So boys, we've covered pulse rifles, scout rifles, and even hand cannons. Today we're going to be covering auto rifles. Now we're going to cover all the archetypes of auto rifles. We will talk about some time to kill values, even though I think TTK values, they've got a little more depth to them because so many people rock different resilience values. We're also going to touch up on Suros Regime, Sweet Business, and Hardlight. And that's right, we're going to touch up on both spinning up and dual speed receiver for Suros Regime. And we're going to touch up on the ricochet rounds for Hardlight, because I think some of us have forgotten that the ricochet rounds do double damage. So guys, without further ado, let's get started. First on this list, guys, we're going to talk about 720 round per minute auto rifles. They are now hitting 18 per crit and 12 per body. The clip you see in front of you, this is actually with Hollow Earth. That's a dead orbit 720 round per minute auto, and it was doing some work, boys. Now 720 round per minute autos can kill in approximately 0.93 seconds, but it's actually a little bit faster, because you got to understand, guys, the time to kill charts that you may have seen or are already looking at is scaled for 200 health guardians. And I don't know about you guys, I don't ever rock really high resilience. I mean, I stay between 5 and 6 at most. So something like Hollow Earth can actually kill you in 11 crits for a total of 198 health. And that's any Guardian 7 resilience or less. Moving on, guys, 600 round per minute auto rifles. Things like No Calamity, which is what's in the gameplay right here. Scathe Lock is another one. Duty Bound is also a really good one too. These are actually hitting 21 per crit and 13 per body. It can actually kill any Guardian 1 resilience or less in just 9 crit shots. Very fast, boys. No Calamity was doing some work for me yesterday. Now we are going to go over Rampage, because Duty Bound comes with Rampage on the 600 round per minute auto rifle. One stack of Rampage does 23 per crit and 15 per body. 2 stacks of Rampage, guys, will throw that damage up to 26 per crit and 16 per body. Now, we also have 600 round per minute auto rifles with high impact reserves, and they actually throw that damage up by just one more, 22 per crit and 14 per body. Moving on, we have the 450 round per minute auto rifles, things like Yoyos Gift, Positive Outlook. They're hitting 26 per crit and 18 per body. Now with something like Kill Clip, they're hitting 34 per crit and 23 per body. Now we also have Origin Story that comes with Rampage, so we got to be able to test out Rampage. 1 stack of Rampage throws that damage up to 28 per crit and 19 per body, and 2 stacks of Rampage throws that damage up to 31 per crit and 21 per body. High Impact Reserves throws that crit shot damage up to 27 per crit and 18 per body. So no difference there in terms of body shot damage, but that crit shot damage does jump up by +1. Moving on, we've got the 360 round per minute auto rifles, things like Half Dan, Soros with dual speed receiver. They are hitting 34 per crit and 22 per body. Jesus, it's nasty. Locador, which is, I guess I'm saying that right, that's another auto rifle. It's a high impact variant, but it also has high impact reserves, and it throws that damage up to 35 per crit and 22 per body. Now let's get into the exotics, because this was a big one for me. I recommended some of these the other day, or at least one of these the other day. Let's talk about Hardlight. So Hardlight, it's 21 per crit and 13 per body. With its ricochet rounds, it hits 42 per crit and 26 per body. If there was a way to somehow get like tracking with ricochet rounds, like if that was the catalyst, it was like, all right, the catalyst allows for extra tracking when getting those ricochet rounds in. Boys, that would be nasty, man. $1 million idea. Somebody get it to Bungie. Next up, Sweet Business. Oh man, this one surprised me. I was like, yeah, I'll load out Sweet Business, I guess. I actually had some friends that said that they got melted by Sweet Business. And I was like, no. Now this is some gameplay of Sweet Business yesterday with Light Razor's account, and he has the catalyst. It allows you to handle flinch better when shooting Sweet Business. Now Sweet Business is 21 per crit and 13 per body, so same as Hardlight. But fully torqued, boys, it can kill people in 0.6 seconds. I'm not joking. These are not lies. That's actually for 200 health guardians too. So for some, it can kill you even faster. I was blown away with Sweet Business. Now granted, you still got to get it fully torqued. That's somewhat of an issue, when people are pushing you with shotguns. But I was really impressed with what it was able to do yesterday. Now let's talk about Suros. Now Suros has 2 different sides. It has the spinning up side and it has the dual speed receiver side. Now, the Suros Legacy perk, the way it works, yes, it gives you the chance of getting your health back, but it also ups that damage on the tail end of that magazine. And it gets better and better the further you get down into that magazine. As in, that damage keeps going. It doesn't just up its damage by just 1. So let's talk about spinning up. So spinning up, we're hitting 21 per crits and 13 per body. Now, the TTK value for Suros is a weird one, right? Because it ranges because you're actually fully torquing the weapon. It's kind of like sweet business. So pretty much anything between 0.6 and 0.8 seconds is what Suros TTK values are looking like. Now on that Suros Legacy perk, that 21 per crit will now jump up to 22 per crit on the tail end of that magazine. Now let's talk about the heavy hitter, the dual speed receiver, the focus fire for Suros. The thing that actually makes Suros absolutely nasty. I was having so much fun with this loadout, boys, which is all the gameplay you see here. I tried spinning up. Dual speed receiver is where it's at. 34 per crit and 22 per body. But let's talk about that Suros Legacy perk and how it affects Suros whenever it's in dual speed receiver. So essentially on the tail end of that magazine, guys, you're gonna start hitting 36 per crit and 23 per body. It gets better, guys. It will actually land 38 per crits on the last shot of the magazine. But it keeps scaling is what I'm trying to say. I have killed people so fast with dual speed receiver. Just its base TTK value is 0.83 seconds. So if you were to take the time to actually prime the weapon, get Suros Legacy to start activating for you, that's only gonna speed that up even more and make it more forgiving. So the weapons that have impressed me overall in terms of auto rifles, or at least the archetypes, I was really impressed with 720 round per minute autos. 600 round per minute autos was also a big surprise. They're just a little more unforgiving, and my playstyle was a little more rushy, which is why I like 720s. Out of all of these though, 360 round per minute autos, specifically Suros with dual speed receiver, is freaking nasty, boys. Find you a lane and post up. And here's the thing, I know right now it's not its final form. Like, this is not Suros Regime's final form. We still have a catalyst, boys, and I am searching through the database, but if the catalyst is gonna be what we originally thought it was gonna be, we're gonna get plus 50 on that recoil direction, so you're not even gonna need a counterbalance mod for this gun, and we're gonna get improved Suros Legacy perk to essentially get that healing on the level of Crimson. Boys, it might be a Suros meta. I'm okay with that. I'm not against it. So guys, that is your auto rifle breakdown for Sandbox 2.0. What's so crazy about the Sandbox and what I'm kind of coming to the understanding of right now is that there's so many weapons that are viable. There's so many guns you can pick up and go into Crucible and do well with. So guys, today and tomorrow I'll be putting together a video of weapons I would recommend just giving a go. Things that have kind of pretty much stayed underneath the radar for a really long time because of the Sandbox, but I feel like they pack a punch right now in the current Sandbox, and they do really well. Well guys, thank you all for coming and watching this video, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.